Hey learners, welcome back to EduCrush, the place where we crush the syllabus and ace the exams the smart way. In this episode, we'll dive into Chapter 2, Diversity and Discrimination from Class 6, Social and Political Life. This chapter builds on what we learned earlier about diversity and now helps us understand what happens when differences lead to unfair treatment. Let's get started. In this video, we are going to cover quick recap on what is diversity, understanding prejudice, what is stereotyping? What is discrimination? What makes people discriminate? Case study from NCERT, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Case discrimination, respecting diversity. Education code to launch this chapter. And final message, respect over rejection. So let's start with the first one, quick recap on what is diversity. In the last chapter, we learned that diversity means differences in language, religion, customs, food, dress, lifestyle, and more. India is full of this kind of beautiful diversity. But here's the real question. If differences are natural and even beautiful, then why do they sometimes lead to discrimination? That's what this chapter is all about. Next, understanding prejudice. Let's start with the keyword prejudice. It means to prejudge someone without knowing them. Example, if you say girls are not good at sports or people from a certain region are lazy, you are being prejudiced. You are forming an opinion before having any real experience. So, overall, prejudice means to judge others negatively or see them as inferior. The word prejudice comes from Latin. Pre means before, judicial means judgment. Next. What is stereotyping? Next comes stereotype. This is a fixed image or idea about a group of people. Let's say all boys like blue, all girls cry a lot. North Indians eat too much spice. South Indians are all engineers. These are stereotypes. They might sound funny, but they are harmful because they don't allow us to see people as individuals. So, how to remember? By using PSD. P stands for prejudice, S stands for stereotyping, and D stands for discrimination. So these three are connected and lead us to the next topic, that is what is discrimination. Discrimination is when prejudice and stereotypes turn into actions. If you don't allow a child to sit with you in class because of their caste or religion, that's discrimination. When people act on their prejudice or stereotype, they discriminate. So, in short, prejudice is an idea, stereotype is a fixed image, discrimination is unfair action. Next, what makes people discriminate? Here are the major factors listed in NCERT. Economic background, people, poor people are often looked down upon. Religion, some are disliked because they follow a different faith. Language, people judge others based on how they speak. On caste, one of the most painful reasons for discrimination in India. In exam point of view, caste discrimination was declared illegal by the Indian Constitution, yet it still exists in some parts of society. Next case study from NCERT, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Let's meet a real life hero, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, a brilliant student, the chief architect of the Constitution, and a lifelong fighter against discrimination. He was born into a Dalit family and faced untouchability from a young age. He shared in NCERT how he wasn't allowed to sit in the classroom, drink water from the same source, or even speak freely. And despite all this, he rose to become India's first law minister. Ambedkar had degrees from Columbia University and London School of Economics, two of the best institutions in the world. He showed us that education and courage can break centuries of discrimination. Next, caste discrimination explained in a simple manner. In India, caste divided people into groups from birth, into four groups. Those are Brahmins, priests and scholars we call, Kshatriyas, warriors, Vaishyas, traders, Shudras, laborers, and Dalits, formerly untouchables, were outside even the system. This hierarchy meant some were treated as superior and others as inferior, even polluted. Dalits were not allowed to enter temples, schools, or even use the village wells. Imagine the humiliation. That's why the constitution declared equality as a right. Now, respecting diversity, the constitution promised our Indian constitution was designed to celebrate. diversity, and eliminate discrimination. Important articles to remember. Article 15, which stands prohibits discrimination, prohibits discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. Next important article, which is repeated many times, that is Article 17, abolishes untouchability. Abolishes untouchability. Next, Article 14. We already studied this article in previous chapter, which guarantees equality before law. Equality before law. So exam insight, like these articles are often asked in UPSC, SSC, and RRB exams. Know them well. Fine. Next, education code to unlock this chapter. I mean, to lock this chapter, you can unlock this chapter with this code with the help of the word care. CARE. So C stands for caste system and its impact. A stands for Ambedkar's journey against discrimination. R stands for rights given by Constitution. E stands for equality for all. So diversity should be respected, not used as a reason for exclusion. Next, we'll end with a final message, that is respect over rejection. Let's wrap it up. Diversity is beautiful, but if we attach prejudice to it, we fall into the trap of discrimination. We must unlearn old biases, question stereotypes, and build an equal society as envisioned by the Constitution and leaders like Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Enough. Now, coming to the educator's thought, don't judge someone by their accent, clothes, or surname. Judge them by their kindness, effort, and truth. So, this was chapter 2, Diversity and Discrimination. Explain the educator's way, deep, exam smart, and human centered. Next, we'll discuss chapter 3 in upcoming video. So, what is government? Why do we need it? And how does it affect your daily life? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, EduCrush, where learning is smart, simple, and seriously fun. Thank you.